Crimson Vow is here, bringing with it a whole new list of cards and a continuation of the story that began in Midnight Hunt. But the story of the set isn't the only source of lore. The cards themselves are often overlooked by the casual Vorthos, despite being packed with flavor. We return once again to the world of darkness and monsters, and in today's video, I wanted to take a look at a few small flavor details you may have missed when looking over the new cards of Innistrad Crimson Vow. First up, we have the return of a minor character. Angelic Overseer was first seen way back in the very first Innistrad set. Now, Angelic Overseer hasn't had a reprint, but a reprint isn't the only way for her to come back, is it? She returns here, now called the Angelic Quartermaster. It might be hard to believe at first, but that headpiece is pretty unique. It seems that she's gone from protecting the people to arming them to protect themselves, which is a pretty nice change of pace. Next up is these mysterious lights. Now, you may have seen these little streaks in the sky already. They were in the background of plenty of Midnight Hunt cards, but they return in Crimson Vow, most easily spotted on the lands. Now, what's interesting here is that we still have no idea what these lights are supposed to be. I've checked, and there's no explanation for these lights anywhere. In fact, only the flip side of the Delver of Secrets reprint seems to mention them at all. There's plenty of theories online about what these could be, but what do you think? Moving on, Innistrad is a world that never really seemed to move forward with its technology, and with this being our third visit, you'd expect some more of the same, with crossbows being about as far as they've gotten. Well, just in time for Crimson Vow, it seems that the common folk have come up with some new gadgets. Sure, the galvanic devices of the alchemists were always a thing, but now we have actual chainsaws on Innistrad, as well as this weapon, which seems to shoot buzzsaws at its targets. Both of these are a pretty big step since the last time we were here. Who knows? Maybe the Cathars will invent shotguns by the time we return again. Crimson Vow has plenty of vampires. It is, after all, a vampire set. But there's one in particular that interests me, and it's our old friend Andrik. Since we last saw him, Andrik has been turned into a vampire by Henrika Domnathi, resulting in this new card. Now, this might just be the worst version of Andrik yet, but I'm not here for mechanics, I'm here for the lore, and this card showcases it well. The art of this card shows Andrik twisted into a vampiric form, yet still wielding his holy sword. This blade was blessed by an angel, and it would presumably be painful or dangerous for a vampire to wield it. Yet Andrik continues to do so. Even if you haven't read The Blessing of Blood, the short story that details Andrik's transformation, this art shows that even as a vampire, he is still true to his ideals and remains a righteous Cathar. Finally, what I think is the most impressive bit of flavor is what I saved for last, and it concerns Emrakul. Now, just like in Midnight Hunt, there's no mention of Emrakul anywhere in this set, unless you look really close. It's hard to tell at first, but Emrakul has a lingering effect on Innistrad, at least on the animals. Cruel Witness and Screaming Swarm both depict birds with these bizarre eye growths on them. Screaming Swarm even has tentacles. And then there's Ulvenwald Oddity, which flips over into an unmistakably Eldrazi Ulvenwald behemoth, even if it's a horror instead. Wizards of the Coast seems determined to pretend that there was no big Eldrazi fight last time we were here, but I think that these are obvious signs of Emrakul's lasting influence on the world. So, there you have it. 5 little lore details you may have missed looking at the set spoilers. Was there anything interesting you saw in the set? If so, be sure to comment on it down below. Would you like me to do more videos like this one, examining small lore details as sets are released? Let me know. I'm curious to see how this video is received. Thanks so much for watching. As always, if you enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like or sharing it with your friends. If you're subscribed to the channel and hit the notification bell, you'll be alerted whenever I upload new videos. Finally, a huge thanks to my Patreon supporters. I really do appreciate their help. If you like what I do and want to help me directly, consider heading over to my Patreon page. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.